Okay. All right, brethren. All right, all those who join me, let me know if you can hear me. So put a 100 in the chat. Let me know that you can hear me. All right. Let's see. So, all right. I'm gonna do a roll call towards the end. Give a few people a chance, to get in or whatever. You know, well, I just share a little bit of information. I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts actually. So, wake up, Jacob. This is IP, and welcome all you guys, and appreciate you guys joining the kind of chat. Let's interact with each other. Let's talk to each other. Put your comments and concerns. I wanted to list a couple things. I was actually thinking about something. I started thinking about it last night, and then I woke up. I was thinking about it again, and basically it has to do with the title, of this particular live stream, which is 8 ways the old past or the solution for today. 8 ways, right? If we look at what's happening today, and then you couple that with folks like myself and others, the Pastor Dials of the world, and all the other teachers and pastors and preppers and things like that are saying, pretty much come out of her, Pastor Joe Fox, things like that, people like that who's been saying it. It makes a lot of sense, right? It makes a lot of sense if we look at that, what's going on today, and we say, well, what are the old past like, right? Like back then, they didn't call it like homesteading or anything like that. It was just how they lived. It was just a lifestyle, it was a culture, is how it is. We call it that now, okay? Uh, uh, oh, okay. Let me take a look. Let me take a look because it flashes on the screen really fast and then it goes away. Okay, Daryl Vick. Okay, this is the wife of my master, Daryl. Shalom and honor to you and your head. You're a great light to us. You're a great teacher, and I also enjoy seeing. Thank you very much, sister. Honor and salute to your head, and shalom to you and your household. Let's see. But so far, we got Evan Davis. Good morning, bruh. I'm glad you guys were able to join. Mike B. Shalom, shalom. Mike B. And Kimberly Wells, shalom, shalom. Daryl Vick and Daryl Vick's help me, and his wife. So shalom, shalom. All right, guys. So I was thinking about something. The 8 ways the old past, right? And then if we look at, for instance, if you guys go with me over to, because I'm only really going to share like one scripture. So if you go with me, and some of you guys already know it by heart, but go to Jeremiah 6 and 16. Jeremiah 6 and 16, right? And then it says, thus says the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old past. Where is the good way and walk therein? So he says, do it. And then look what he said, you shall find rest for your souls. Talking about you, your body, your person, right? But they say, I will not walk therein, right? So, the Most High through the prophet Jeremiah, he's just saying, hey, go to the old past and now look at what's happening today. And you still got people today thinking that, it's no big deal. I mean, people making a big hullabaloo for no reason. Much to do about nothing, right? That's what they're saying, except that their lives are being affected. See, it's interesting that the people say, well, it's no big deal. People are trying to make trying to panic everyone and all that other stuff. But it's nothing. It's nothing, right? They're saying that, and yet at the same time, their lives are being affected. Say I'm an unbeliever. The shelves are still bare at the store whether I believe it or not, right? Okay? Many of you are having a hard time finding toilet paper if you don't even believe it. It's still happening. People are still panic buying whether you believe it or not. Businesses are still shutting down whether you believe it or not. Events are closed whether you believe it or not, right? So let's go to the old past, right? We look at some of the old past, right? So look at some of the things that are happening today. Schools are closing or extending spring breaks and stuff like that. Old path, homeschooling. That's one. Okay, we got to keep it count. That's one. Homeschooling. If our children were homeschooling, we wouldn't be missing a beat on that. Okay, we wouldn't be missing a beat in their education. They're homeschooling. Quarantine, what? Big deal. They're homeschooling. All right, and we can talk about each one of them now. Again, as always, you're gonna have a troll on there and try to punch holes in everything that you say. Try to contradict everything you say. These people are dissidents. Okay, it's what they do. All right, I'm not gonna pay attention to them, right? But I'm just saying, school shutting down to a homeschooler, it means nothing. It means nothing. Okay, so school closings, homeschooling, old path. Okay, you got a lot of people during this epidemic right now, pregnant, about to deliver. Okay, I know a couple brothers who just had a child. And you have people who are due to deliver. You have women who are due to deliver today, the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, next couple of months. Old path, home births. Old path, home births. Because some of the hospitals are overwhelmed right now. Kind of a scary time to have a baby, right? With a pandemic outbreak. Kind of a scary time. So that's number 2. Hospitals overwhelmed, and people are pregnant and worried. Home births. Old path. That's 2. Some people have a disruption in employment. Number 3. Some people have a disruption in employment, or they may be hourly. I know some companies said, okay, well, we're going to continue to pay our people this and that, what they normally. That's not every company. Okay, that's not every company. That's not every business. That's just some of the big boys and some of the companies that can afford it, as long as the money, the revenue is coming in. One, like a lot of the streaming service and stuff, they don't miss a beat. The money's still coming in. Automatic draft out of your account and all this other stuff or whatever. And people are not trying to cancel their entertainment because of the quarantine. You're at home bored. You want something to have an escape, right? A mental escape. So a lot of companies are okay. They have the cash reserves. Not every company has the cash reserves. But so for those who are going to their business is going to suffer, old path, okay, homesteading, and where you can draw income off of it, or multiple streams of income, so that if one stream is affected, it doesn't necessarily mean all the rest of the streams are affected. So that's the solution. Multiple streams of income. That's 3. 4. There's a run, and one of them, and 2 of them are kind of similar, but there's a run on the grocery stores, right? As you know, you got the whole toilet paper, fiasco going on out there and stuff. So number 4, you're homesteading. You're used to stacking up, prepping, stocking up on things. You're used to that. You have to be. Okay, that's part of homesteading. Fill your storehouse. Fill your storehouse. That's what Joseph did for that 7-year famine. Fill the storehouse. Okay, that's 4. Number 5. Okay, on the groceries you homestead, right? Which goes into the run on the disinfectant and the sanitizers and bleach and the vinegars and all that, right? That they're taking or whatever. Again, it goes back to prepping. You stock up on those things and you learn how to make your own bleach and disinfectant and stuff like that, alternatives, for your toilet paper and things like that, right? There's different things that you can do. Again, that's prepping. Okay, so that's prepping. Okay, which goes to number 6, the run on the dry goods. Goes to homesteading / prepping. That's where you do your canning. Okay, that's when you know how to dehydrate foods. You know how to do your canning. You know how to make tinctures. You know how to prepare your herbs. All this falls under prepping and homes. All of it falls under prepping and homesteading. All of it. It falls right under there. You know how to do those things. Okay? You grow your own beans, growing your own foods. Okay? Rice, flour, wheat. Can you do these things? And so run on those staples. Prepping. Old path. Homesteading. Old path. Okay? Old path. If you know how to do these things. All right? 7. A spike in crime. Shit, that happens. Okay? A spike in crime. Okay? Old path. Carry a sword. Today, guns, ammo, security. Okay? The guns and ammo, self-explanatory. Security, the mag or community. a mag or community. Security, strength in numbers. The old path, what they Israel traveled and lived in tribes. Okay, like I said, there are some Israelites and there's some individualites out there who just want to do everything all by themselves. It's just that's what they want to do. But there's strength in numbers. It's much easier for 12 people to overtake 2. Okay, much easier. Okay, chances are the 12 is going to overtake the 2. Okay, is it possible that the 2 can beat the 12? Yes, it's possible. Okay, depending on what planning skills and the arms. Okay, it depends. Okay, but let's just be realistic. Chances are, if you're a betting man, you're going to bet that 12 armed people can take down 2 armed people. Okay, so security is strength in numbers. All right, strength in numbers. Okay, you got to sleep sometime. You got to go to sleep sometime, right? So that's 7. So if there's a spike in crime, guns, ammo, security, which is community or MAG or mutual assistance a group. Either way, right? Then they talk about what are they talking about now? We introducing a new term that we have: social distancing, homesteading. Homestead. You don't have a lot of people that's not a part of your tribe, your community. You don't have a lot of people around you. Homesteading, set apart, come out of here, my people. Old paths, guys. Oh, the old paths. That's what we're talking about. So that's 8 ways that the old paths is a solution for today. It's a solution for today. I don't see how we're not getting this, right? So let me go ahead and hit it one more time, in case you guys didn't, jot it down. So let me just hit it one more time. The problems that we're having today, we're having school closings and stuff, homeschooling, homestead, homeschooling. That'll take care of it. So your school closings, that's 1. 2, you got hospitals that are overwhelmed. You got a pandemic going on at the same time that women are due to give birth, home birth, okay? And you just disruption in your employment or an income stream. Multiple streams of income, for one, being self-employed, or you live in such a way that your bills, your overhead are at a minimum. And that's how homesteading is. The need for the income in times of great stress comes at a minimum. For example, I'll give you an example. If you're homesteading and you have your own power, you built your home, you don't have a mortgage, you got your own power, your own water, you grow most of your food, you pretty much grow most of your food with your vegetables, fruit, vegetables, and then your animal husbandry and all that. Pretty much 90% of your stuff goes down. You only go to the store for like 10% of the things that you need, right? How much income do you need to make if you don't have a mortgage, you don't have a light bill, you don't have you get what I'm saying? You got to buy a little bit of gas for the truck and so on and so forth. But if you can take care of 90% of your stuff, okay, and I know it's a high number, but some people have done it, 90% of your stuff without even needing an income or anything, so you minimize your bills. So homesteading for, employment disruption, right? Minimize multiple streams of income, minimizing your debt that you need. Okay, you have and I said a couple times, but a run on the grocery stores for, all the canned goods and things like that. Homesteading, you're supposed to be stacking your storehouse, supposed to be loading up that storehouse, prepping the storehouse, okay? To run on a TP disinfectant, okay, prepping, you learn how to do that. You learn how to make your own bleach and make your own vinegars and make all the things that you need to disinfect and things like that, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 with the toilet paper, disinfectant and all that. 5, 6, dry goods. You gotta learn how to can. Got to learn how to dehydrate fruits and meats and things like that, making your jerky and stuff like that. You got to know how to hunt, dress a deer and all that other stuff. You have animal husbandry and things like that, and you have other dry goods and beans and flour and wheat and things like that. How do you grow all that? How do you harvest that? How do you store it up? Keep it for good safekeeping. That's 6. Number 7, you have a spike in crime or something like that. Guns, ammo, security. Okay, number 7. That's how you handle the guns, ammo, security. You want guns? That's how you handle a spike in crime. Too many people are around. You have guns, your ammos, and you have your mag or your community to help you to have your back. You have a community, you have 8, 9, 10 people. You can guys have a watch 24 hours a day. Everybody stay up a couple of hours, just to be on watch. 2 people on shift, right? 2 people on shift. You have about 12 people. Y'all could be around the clock, security, everybody armed, and everybody else can rest easy. The rest of the people can rest easy. Okay, strength in numbers. And last but not least, social distancing. Hey, homesteading. Okay, you're away from the general population, right? So let me see what you guys have there. 8 ways. All right, 8 ways. Let's look at it. All right, he said, the wife. I would like to learn more of how to be about how I am supposed to be a submissive wife. We are new in the faith. As a sister, I need a lot of help. Not a problem, okay? Not a problem there. I put my email. I put my email in the description. It's FOI Bible Studies. With the permission of your husband, with the permission of your head, you guys can, you can email me or whatever. I can get you in contact, at least email contact with a sister or two or whatever to kind of help you with guidance and things like that. And it just be a sister, just a sister chat. And you won't deal directly with me without, your husband's permission. That's for one. Where it starts, wife of Daryl Vick, is that men have to know their boundaries. Men have to know their boundaries. Another old path, you don't just run up and just address a woman all willy-nilly. You need to find out, if she's married, and then if she is married, you got to give honor to whoever her head is, whoever that is. You got to be like, okay, you know what? I don't want to have trade words, with another man's, wife, okay, because that can leave you in very, precarious situations, that kind of thing, right? So that's one. It starts with honor, right? And so you identify correctly that, hey, I am wife of boom, 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 and that's why I wanted to immediately give honor to Brother Daryl Vick. So that's for one. So, excuse me. So that's where you want to start. You want to go ahead and send an email to the email that's in the chat right there, which is FOI Bible Studies, is plural, Bible Studies at inbox.com. Get you in contact with a sister or two or whatever, so you can, interact, and ask questions freely and things like that. So we'll see what we can go with there. Obviously, and then here, here we can talk about that. Talk about marriage. We talk about marriage and how to be a submissive wife. A couple things is desiring to follow the protocol, right? We know over in Paul's letters in Corinthians and stuff, we know that is the Father, the Messiah, the Father, Messiah, husband, wife, child, and we follow that protocol, right? And there's a lot of scriptures, that can help you to understand the different, the different roles, man, woman, and we know number one, you're there to be a helpmeet, right? So assimilation and submission and things like that, right? Like as the Bible says or refers to, you are his rib, right? And so basically submission and assimilation is basically you are making or adopting your husband's vision and making it your own. You're adopting his vision and making it your own. You're helping him further his vision, his plan. You're helping him get to the point where the Most High is leading him. You're to help do that, okay? And so that's one of those things. We'll have more marriage talks and things like that. We'll do a whole separate, live stream for that, and you can ask all the questions that you would like. So no problem. I understand you need help, and you said you're new to the faith. How long have you been in there? You just said you're new to it. Like more about submissives. We are new in the faith. Okay, so how new? Let me know how new you are in the faith. Okay, Evan Davis, the best gem are always in the old ways. Yes. When school let out when I was young, Mama made my older bro and I read books on top of books. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. That's what it is. People, today, when the school bell rings at the end of the day, the learning stops. Today, the learning stops. It's like, okay, forget that, but hey, I mean, other countries, it's school all year round, but my argument is really for homeschooling, but I'm just saying is that the learning doesn't stop. It just does not stop. We would like to know if there are any Hebrew Israelites in South Carolina who we can talk to. We have children as well. I am a homeschooler. Good for you. We can learn from each other. How do we connect? Okay, so we do have the South Carolina. I'd have to check around for the South Carolina. That's I don't know about that one, but we can check around. Okay. And Evan Davis said, I hated them because it was boring, but now I'm glad Mama did did that for absolutely, absolutely, man. Um, Having that information. I mean, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes we as kids we poo poo and get mad at certain things when it really is for our own good, right? It's just it's just a weird thing that we do. It's for our own good, but we get mad at it and stuff like that. It's almost like having a talent. Like for instance, people say, "Oh, I hate piano practice or guitar practice or what playing an instrument, right?" And when and they get good at it, but they hate it, right? They hated it when they were younger. They get good at it, but when you're older and you know how to do it, I mean, how do you hate that skill? I don't I don't understand how do you hate that skill. If I knew how to play the guitar or piano or something like that, I understand the practice of it might suck, but to hate to know how to do it is just a weird, you know what I'm saying? It's like I hate I know how to do this. I hate I know how to that kind of thing. It's just a weird thing. It's just a really really weird thing. So anyway, I just wanted to jump in on that, guys, and just let you know, homesteading. Well, it wasn't. That's not what it was called back then. It was just living. It was just culture, just a way of life, right? But that that is. I hope you guys can see that it can work today, right? I hope you guys can see. Imagine if we were all homesteading. And I'm just now starting out. Okay, I don't have all that. Okay, but imagine if when all this stuff broke out. Imagine if all this stuff broke out. One, say you work from home. You already homeschool. You already know how to deliver and have home birth. You've already been storing up. You have a storage shed on your property. You have a storage shed, and it has rice and beans and canned goods that you have done, and it has fruits and vegetables. Some of them are dehydrated. You got everything you need. You got rice and beans and flour and wheat. You have all these things in a storehouse. Okay, you have it all in a storehouse. You have this huge storehouse. It's 1,000 square feet and it's stacked to the rafter with all kind of stuff properly stored and secured. Right. It's maybe you 3-4 families on a particular property. Sitting on 20 acres or something. Right. And you're very very armed. You have a system and a plan. You have shifts. You say, okay, it's getting a little chaotic out there. Now we're going to be going in shifts, to watch. And it's like you get two men at a time, okay, in shifts, right? And then you have all that, and you have, I don't know, you have your dogs. You got them trained, for security stuff like that. You have plenty of guns, plenty of ammo, plenty of help. You're set apart, okay? You're not close to the cities or anything like that. How would this pandemic be affecting you now if you had that already in place? It would still affect you, but to a lesser degree, is what I'm saying. How would that affect you now if all those things were in place? Think about that, guys. Let me see if there's any other questions before I sign off. But while we're at it, like, share, subscribe, and put a skibbity pap on the notification bell. So he said about 4 years, but I'm still learning on a foundational level. Yes, we are on the basic stuff. No problem. Okay, what you can do, and what I'll do is for more lessons, I'm gonna put it in the okay for lessons from whatever topic you want to go to. Okay, I just put it in the I just put it in the chat. Fountain of Israel on YouTube. There's a ton of lessons. Okay, over 300 different lessons. Okay, so a ton of lessons if you want more information, especially whatever you basic dietary law, holy days, anything, prophecy, whatever you want to talk about. So just go there and check out lessons there. I teach lessons there. So Knock yourself out. If you have any questions or whatever, obviously you can email me. Okay, so the basic stuff. He said, what's funny is my parents made us continuously learn, and when we say, hey, mama and dad, did you know? My parents were like, isn't time for the new school. Yeah, get on in there. You start learning all this new information, and then all of a sudden it turns on them and stuff like that. Uh, he said, my husband is at work today. I am at this communication on chat. Okay. He gave me permission to ask questions. I use your information as our homeschool Bible class. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sister. Yeah, Found of Israel, any of those, matter of fact, you can look at the lessons, and then if you have a question on a particular, lesson, hey, email me. Send an email, say, hey, you know what, I was looking at the lesson about blah, 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 or whatever. I have a question, and then just ask your question, and go from there. So no problem. I have no issue with that. No problem at all. I have to get back to you on the South Carolina thing. I can tell you off the top of my head, I don't know anybody in South Carolina. Nothing, not that I can think of. So I have to get back to you on that because nothing comes to mind at this point. But I want you guys just to think about that, guys. The old ways. There is a solution for the old ways. Okay. Well, the old ways do present to us a solution for what is happening today. Okay, and I outlined 8. I just came up with 8 real quick. Some of them are interchangeable, but it all goes back to one thing: homesteading. It all goes back to one thing: the old paths. So do me a favor, guys. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Israelite Prepper.